Oh, good afternoon. I stopped at Panda Express today. I ran today. I was faster. I struggled a little bit though, but yet I'm considerably faster. And my cadence, 160. Definitely we're helping, improving on the cadence. I'm getting adapted in an hour and 2 minutes. Let's see what my last one was. Let me see here. And I felt stronger on this run. That's the weird thing about running sometimes. I felt so much stronger on this run, obviously because I guess I was slower, but I felt like I was actually faster on this run than I was today's run. And you can see I'm clearly slower. And an hour, down 2 minutes. Same route. It's a pretty good size route. What the living hell? Oh, that was a video. I was like, what the heck's going on? So, yeah, pretty good route. I stopped at Panda Express today. Gotta get those carbohydrates in. So, yep. I think actually that one Amazon person, there was one where I had a package that wasn't picked up yet, but it was in my car because I must have screwed up. So then I went to pick up, and then it happened to be at the same address. So then, of course, I delivered it. So maybe what happened was the person, after receiving only one package right after, hopped on the app and made a claim they didn't receive it. And then like half an hour, 45 minutes later, I delivered the second package after they made that claim. That's a possibility. So, not a big deal. I did a fresh delivery today, and it went pretty well. Pretty spread out. 9 stops, not a big deal. Got frickin' people frickin' parking beside me. They think I'm talking to myself. So I'm gonna bike tomorrow because I took a week off from biking because my ass was all blistered out from the seat. So now that that's healed, I am definitely, I don't want to freaking dump shit in my freaking car, man. So yeah, so I'm getting a little bit of a late start. I see a lot of Lyft and Uber drivers.
Parking mode on.
I'm definitely not going to do it yet. I'm going to wait on it. I was paranoid the last few days. My dad got sick. And I was like, man, I don't know. I keep my distance anyway. I'm kind of a distance person. I'm not really a physically touchy-feely type guy. I'm not really even a person that really tells people that I love them. It's just, you know what I mean. But I'll give a compliment when I know that the person deserves it. You know, I think I'm pretty good at that. Well, maybe it's a good thing. At least then I'm not narcissistic about it, right? My dash doesn't start till 5, so it gives me an hour to kill. Because some people are just more in touch with their feelings. Because, I know internally that I care. You know what I'm saying? But yet, I'm not crying. And that, in my mind, kind of fucks with me a little bit. Because it was a pretty bad scene, seeing my father laying on the floor. And, being taken in the ambulance. And, you know what I mean? In my mind, I know that, I know that I care. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but yet I'm not crying. You know what I mean? It's kind of, in my mind, you know what I mean? Fucks with me a little bit. Kind of makes me feel like I'm, like, maybe fake or something. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. It's just a mind fuck. So, I made really good tips that other day. Got the grilled teriyaki chicken and the orange chicken. And then the 50-50, the chow mein and the rice. What am I doing? Yeah, $75. I made more money in tips than I did the block. That was pretty good. Yep, that lady must have gave me a 1-star. The one that was like, can you next time just leave it at the door? Ain't not bad. I ain't complaining. Me $203. Not terrible. Yeah, yesterday was pretty good. I had a last delivery that was like 15 miles, but it was towards my home, so that was perfect. And it was like a $13 batch. It was a little spicy in a little spot. Woo! I'm not really into spice. The tofu started off as like a $4 tip and ended up as a 12, so that was pretty freaking cool. I think that when they see me with my 2 coolers, they really like that because it really does a good job of keeping it hot. And this one had like a big ass box, but I have a 14-inch pizza carrier. One of these freaking things. So instead of getting the one, I got the one that can take like 6 pizzas. 21 inch by 22 or some shit. And so I put that box inside there and was able to keep it nice and hot for the long trip. So that was pretty cool. Now, some of these orders, the tofu house is a good place to deliver for. This one Zoe pissed me off because it was right near the peak time, and it was quite far out of the area. So the guy doesn't tip, and I have a cooler, so all this ice cream wasn't melted at all. And I deliver it, and I waste some of my peak time, and no tip for that. I'm going to start thinking about that when I'm accepting orders, because why go out of the area to miss and then have to drive back to the area and miss a lot of the peak time, right? I mean, if there's a good tip on it, of course, then you do it, right? But if there's no tip, basically you're screwing yourself. I got to start thinking smarter about that. But I think a lot of the internationals don't tip because it's not something they do in their country like we do here. So if they don't give a shit about fitting in, then why would they tip, right? We had a board and brew. Yeah, that freaking... man. That person actually gave me an increased tip. That was an increased tip. Because I remember these two were together. And ended up being $10. So this one got raised. Which was good. So now I made 14 for 2 rather than 10 for 2. The person gave me a bigger tip. That's pretty cool. Sometimes the extra hard crust on the chicken, I don't like it. I don't like the chicken encased in concrete. Plus, I'm missing my teeth. Right here and right here. I don't use my partials because then it just really hurts the bottom of my tooth. God damn it! No, it's gonna dump the food on the freaking floor. Freaking plastic forks, right? That... Again, this goddamn chicken is hard as a rock. Hard as a rock. I'm eating like stones or something, man. That's crazy. Freaking rocks. That brings me back to the memory of this girl who was Ubering. Didn't even ask. And ate a freaking taco in the back seat. Which pissed me off. But then I kind of changed my feeling about it because I was amazed. She didn't drop one single thing. Not one shred of lettuce was dropped in the back seat. She ate the freaking taco without dropping any of the food. It was pretty freaking amazing. Maybe next time. I mean, the grilled chicken was good. Next time I'll just get a double serving of the grilled chicken. I don't want to be eating rocks. So I don't understand. Well, I guess they cook with the grape nut cereal, right? Talk about eating stones. So I do want to get into doing 2 runs a day. But I kind of want to continue to do the whole 6 miles at once, rather than doing 2 5Ks a day. So I'm teetering on, should I just go up to 9 miles all at once, or do the 2 runs a day? So on my off days that I'm not running, I'm gonna bike. This morning, I was worried about getting late to my block, so I just ate a small container of the chiboni or chibani. What I do before I run is I'll take a caffeine pill. I'll take my supplements. I don't take many supplements. I take a multivitamin, silver, because naturally now I'm an old man. And I take a caffeine pill, no dose. And then I take 2 leaves, because my sciatic nerve gets annoyed after a while. And 2 leave in the morning really does the trick for the rest of the day. And then what I'll do is I'll make myself I use the Gatorade powder, and I'll make myself a Gatorade, and then I take a small Chobani, and I take that, and then I wait for like a half an hour, and I stretch out a little bit. I don't overly stretch. I probably should stretch more, but I mean, if I'm not hurting, my legs... Fucking indigestion. Jesus Christ. Eating too fast, talking at the same time. Fuck. So yeah. I don't have any pain in my legs. Not hurting at all. So obviously what I'm doing is not bad, right? So... In the past, when I ran, I used to have IT band issues. And actually, believe it or not, what I did was I took the handle to my dumbbell set and I would roll it along the side of my leg, and it worked. Oh yeah. The other day, I had a tamed Karen come at me. I was delivering, and she came up to me. He's like, "Who are you delivering for?" Now, of course, I'm like, "It's not your business." I didn't say that. And she's like, "I'm always getting packages that aren't mine." I'm like, "Oh yeah. The driver probably made a mistake." Man, I don't fucking like this shit sometimes. When you're losing a lot of teeth, eating freaking noodles. So I told her, "Oh yeah, sometimes the GPS is off by like 50 to 200 feet. And then she really wanted to know who it was. Of course, I didn't tell her it's not your business because I didn't want her to start flipping out. And you'll have that shit. Like, you're entering a complex and you'll have someone leave their door and be like, "Hey, what address is it?" It's like, it's not your business, man. Especially if you're in the hood. Because maybe the person you're delivering to owes money to that guy. And so you're freaking telling the guy has a package, and now that guy's like, "What the fuck, man? You owe me money." And here you are getting packages and shit. So inadvertently, a delivery driver could get that person in trouble, right? Nosy people. They want to know what everybody's doing, what everybody's getting. So I'm going to start recording my runs with my GoPro. I think I'm going to have the head mount because the chest mount is good, but the chest mount is not, I don't know, man. It just moves it around too much. I can stabilize the image better on my head, I think. Kind of a bum deal, though. Okay, so now that I'm running over an hour, my battery's gonna die. I'm thinking about applying to go to tractor trailer truck school. It's something I've always wanted to do. Because I don't know if I want to be doing this as an employee. And I'm afraid of losing the money if I'm a W-2. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they're not answering. Like, if you're a W-2, to be treated as an employee, then they could make a rule that you can't work for somebody else, right? They could throw that in there on the terms of service. Like Uber and Lyft both could be like, you can't drive for Lyft or Uber, or vice versa. And then, of course, the hours, right? There's no way they're going to let you just like clock in 80 hours a week and get paid time and a half, right? Yeah, I know. I eat a lot. I eat fast. My compression underwear feels looser on me. Maybe I am losing a little weight, but the last time I weighed myself last week, I was 277 pounds. Yeah, Panda Express isn't bad, but the portion control, right? I mean, that's a lot of food, so I should just get a bowl and cut it in half. But the run said that I burned 1,100 calories. So I will let you guys go and man, eat too fast and get indigestion, right? Hope you guys are staying healthy, and thank you.